Yeah, it's Tuesday. Welcome to Barre. My on-screen talent is my sister Heather, in case you didn't catch that. So yeah, you'll need a mat, and that's about it for this Barre time Kim Barley class. Yes, so we're gonna start standing and join in as you come in. So nice wide stance with your feet. Yes. And then we're going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Just kind of moving the shoulders in all the full range of motion that you have, right? Notice if any part of it is stuck, right? So maybe you can't get them up high or you can't bring them down, which is usually people's problem, right? We hold all of our tension in our shoulders and then go the other way. So back up and forward and back up and forward. I like this one because then I just push into my back, crack that thoracic spine a little bit, and then let those shoulders relax and drop that head ear to shoulder, side to side. It is a little weird without my music, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to find a speaker here, guys, somewhere. And over, over, and over. And then you're gonna look side to side. Look. Chin over that shoulder if you can get it. Just noticing if one side is tighter than the other. Yep. Heather says, yep.
Right side.
I wonder if that's the side you carry your kids on. No? Maybe?
It's the other side.
It's the other side, yeah. And then my favorite, out and in. Out, and then in. Out, I know it's my favorite, she laughed. Mainly because you can give yourself a double chin. Love your double chin, guys. Love it. It's beautiful. Out, and in. And then we're going to drop that head over, roll it down, over, and then up. Always be careful when you go up. I think like I'm looking to out in front of me as opposed to like directly above me. So it's like more elongated in that neck as opposed to just crunching that neck. And then other side. Down and around. Down and around. Gently warming up the head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And roll up. Her youngest is like 1.5 years, and that's what she does.
Yep.
So Aunt Kimmy does a lot of squats. Okay, so you're going to push over so that you're standing on one leg and have a little bend in the leg. Try not to grip for dear life with your toes, but try to spread them like you're in hot sand. I'll say warm sand, it'll be hot sand. And then this leg is pointing forward and that toe is reaching, and we're going to reach that arm over and then elbow to knee. In, and then tap, and then in, and then tap. It's okay if you fall over, in, and then tap. Like I like to sing, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. It's so fun to have somebody here to laugh at all my jokes, guys. This is ridiculous. It's been silent. I wonder how comedians feel these days.
Oh. Good point.
And 2, and 1. Straighten that leg. Keep that leg straight. Now we're going to go directly side. Lift and down. Lift and down, right? This one's harder than it looks, huh? I usually get people that are like, Kim, you make it look so easy. And I'm like, I practice.
You look more graceful than me.
That's okay. Good. 2, and 1. Now we're going to turn to the diagonal and turn our hips to point that way as well. And then we're going to come in and tap. Yep, that's all right. In and tap. There we go. In and tap. I like these kind of standing ab series. Sometimes we go faster. Today we're kind of using it as a warm-up because not only does it challenge your balance, here we're working our one side standing leg, right? That hamstring, the glute on that side. And then we're also engaging the opposite side core. When we get into our bridges, it'll come back. 2, and 1. Good. Other side. So, find that balance. Make sure you don't like lock out that standing leg and kind of sit into your hip, right? I want to be balanced over my leg, and I want to have a good bend in it because that'll help me use the floor and it won't grip my foot or my ankle, and then my calf is going to do all the work. I want my booty and my hamstring to do all the work there. So, point that toe, reach it up, elbow knee, in and down, in and down. Oh goodness. Work texts coming through. So sorry. They gotta stop talking. Oh my goodness, here we go. 2 and 1, good. Now we're gonna keep that leg straight. Try to reach it out to the side. Out. Heather already rolled her eyes at me. I saw that. Like our mom, I have eyes in the back of my head. Just kidding, we're on camera. Try to use those obliques, not just those hips, right? Oh, darn. Almost there. Yes, breathe. I like that breath, Heather. That was great.
Thanks.
2 and 1. Turn that toe to the diagonal. Turn your hips to meet it. Here we go. In and tap. And in and tap. Now you can always make this movement slightly easier by putting some weight on your back foot, or you can make it more challenging by just lightly tapping that toe and keeping all your weight on your standing side. I love the chorus of sounds coming from my sister right now. She's like, why did I agree to this? 2, yes, and 1, good rest. Take a breather, get some water if you need it. I'm going to turn my phone on airplane mode so that hopefully we don't get any more texts. All right, so I'm going to block you a little bit, but that's okay. So you're going to be at the back end of your mat, and you're going to be about as wide in your feet as your mat is wide. And that'll help us get down a little easier. If this is not your jam, you can always go a little wider. That's okay. But try to go as wide as your mat. So we're going to go slow, and then we'll pick it up. So we're going to sit into that squat and shoot our arms forward, and then come up, and then one arm and the opposite leg go forward, and then come back. Sit into that squat, squeeze up, other side. Oops. She went the wrong way. Yeah. And then opposite. Yes. Sit. When you come up, squeeze, lock out that position, then step forward. Yes. Sit. Lock it out. Alternating whichever leg goes first. Sit, squeeze, lock, and back. Last one. Sit and squeeze. Stay here. Now, the reason I'm going in opposition, you can see me, right? My opposite arm is reaching. You can kind of feel that rib come in, right? And so that counter pull is helping me pull this, whatever leg is in front, pull that femur head back, which is what we want to do, right? Oftentimes when we go forward, we tend to pitch into our knee, and then all you feel is your quad and your knee. But by pulling and getting that opposition, I'm sitting into my hamstring and glute. And then we're going to pulse. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Bring that other arm to meet it. Open out and close in. Open out and close in. This also helps you keep that kind of pelvic tuck in this position, so I'm not arched in the back. I'm neutral. And 2 And 1. Use all that might. Push off of that front heel. Back to standing position. Nice.
Yeah.
From the top, left side. You're still alternating, and then we'll stop on the left. So here we go. Sit, lock it out. Left foot goes, reach, and back. Perfect. Sit, lock it out, reach, and back. Don't forget to bend that back knee as you go forward so you can really sit into that front heel. Beautiful. That's all right. Last one on each side. And sit, lock it out, out, and then we're going to hold. Sit and hold that lunge position and play with it, right? Am I reaching my rib? Am I reaching through my shoulder, through my back, and retracting those ribs? Is my pelvis tucked? Can I feel my back glute? Am I sitting into my other side hamstring and glute, right? All of those positions, all of those feelings are what we're going for, more than just a shape, right? Because the shape is burning. Yeah. Here we go. Pulse it out. We go. 8, 7, 6. Use that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bring that other arm up and then open up. Twist. Inhale back. Exhale, twist. Inhale back. I say twist. I'd rather say rotate, right? I don't want you to compress that spine. If anything, as you're sitting down, you're lifting that spine. A little bit more inner thigh. 2, and 1. Push through that front heel. Come all the way up. Woo! Feel those legs here, guys? All right, one more time. Here we go. Sit and lift. Right, reach, and back. Sit and lift, reach, and back. Now on this forward lunge, I always like to give people the option, right? Wherever you're at, full range of motion would be to lightly tap the floor with that back knee. But if you're not there, that's totally fine. Maybe you only go down an inch. As long as you're sitting into that hamstring and glute, you're good. That's what we want to feel. So again, go off of what you feel, one more each way. Whoa.
Okay.
I'm okay. Not what it looks like. Last side. And out. Good. Reach those arms all the way up. Fold forward. Find the floor. Walk out into a downward dog. Lovely. Just pedal out the feet a little bit. Catch your breath, Kim. And then whenever you're ready, walk those hands back and stand up. Whew. Well, I felt that. Yeah. Awesome. So, we're going to keep that heart rate up a little bit. And we're going to continue working on the legs for just one more exercise. So, we're going to start with those legs together in our pizza pie. So your feet are turned out about 30 degrees or so. And just take a second to step side and see if you're in your plie stance. If you're too turned out and your knees are going to cave in, turn those feet in, right? So it's wherever you can comfortably sit into your heels, engage those glutes to open those knees, and they track right over your toes. That's kind of where your feet are pointing, and we're going to go in and out of this position. We're going to start wide. Whoa. Sometimes I fall over. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Okay, here we go. So sit, reach those arms forward, and lift, lock it out, right? Sit forward, lift, lock it out, or swim. I like that. Just swim it out. And sit and lift. One more of that tempo. Sit and lift. Let's pick it up. We go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1. Try to lift that chest, squeeze those glutes to open those knees, sit into those heels. Now come halfway up, go halfway back down. Halfway up, go back down. Halfway up, go back down. Halfway up, go back down. If your arms are burning, you can bring them to your hips like my sister. You can pray for dear life. Or for some reason I like to do this. I don't know why. But almost there. 3 and 2 and 1. I lied. Pick one heel up. We go 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze those glutes. 4. It's not just in those quads. 2, 1. Other side. We go 8, 7, 6. She's a trooper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those heels. Come all the way up. Ooh. Yes. So if you're mirroring me, we're going that way. So we're going to sit, come together. Sit, come together. Sit, come together. Sit. 4 more. 4. Wherever you want it, your hands. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Sit, go that way. Sit. Sit. Usually, I know the room that everybody's in, 4. So I'm like, to the window, to the door. But I don't know what's to your right or left, or if my video is mirrored or not. Last one. Sit and take a breath. Right? One more round. Here we go. Lower, slow. Lift it up. On these slow ones, that's where you can play with your depth because it's slow, right? On the fast ones, obviously, I don't want you to just drop it like it's hot, right? So you might not get that full range of motion that you're getting here. Pick it up. 8, we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Use your glutes. 3, pelvic floor, and 1. To the whatever way that is for you. Down, together. 7, 6. I forgot the pulses.
Yes, you did.
5, 4, 3, 2. That's okay. We'll put it at the end. 1. Other side. Here we go. Down. 1, 2, 3. Sit into those heels. Knees over those toes. Think the 3 points of your foot. The 2 outer edges of the ball of your foot and your heel. 2 and 1. Hold down. Here we go. Halfway up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One heel lifts up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other heel. Lift. 2, 3. We're almost there. 4, 5, 6, 7, both heels down, another 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, thank goodness. Grab some water, come down to your mat. Oh. You're sweaty.
So are you. Yeah.
This water's warm.
Mine's not. Should grab the other bottle.
I know, apparently. All right, come down to your mats, guys. We're almost there, I promise. So, come onto your side. You can do this on your forearm if you like, or your hand, whatever one you prefer. Just make sure, whichever one you're at, hand or forearm, you're right under that shoulder. Not way out here. That's going to put a lot of pressure on that shoulder joint. And not way over here, because again, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the shoulder joint. So you want it lined up right underneath of it. So let's all start with a level 1 side plank. So your bottom leg is bent and you're using the cushy part of your calf. Hopefully you have a cushy calf like mine. If you don't, I think it'll still be fine. And I always flex my back foot and I think that helps. I don't know why. Just, whatever. Anyway, so push your hips up and lift your top leg. Just like that. So already here, this is my favorite part of the core, right? It's not just your obliques, but it's the lats, right? That stabilize the shoulder and connect to those obliques that connect to the rest of your body, right? Not a lot of people focus on that, which is probably why it's my favorite. So we're gonna lift that top leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Dip those hips. Dip and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it down. We're not moving to the other side yet. Come to your hands. And you can go to your knees as well, but bring your butt forward so you're in that plank. Or a half plank if you want to think about it that way. Stay with me. We're going to lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. Yes. Lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. And last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. Now only go down halfway. We go half and lift. And 2 and lift. And 3 and lift. And 4. Good rest. Now we can go to the other side. You thought I was done with push-ups,
Nope.
but I just meant at that tempo.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm here.
She loves me.
I do.
Okay, so we're on your second side. Again, everyone's in a level 1 side plank. So lift it up and extend that leg out. I'm kind of cut off, but you can see Heather. That's fine. Down. Wave. Again, push the floor away. Don't sink into that shoulder. Push the floor away. Don't forget about your butt in the side plank or in any plank, right? Your butt will help you. It's a big muscle. For some of us, it's a little bit bigger. All right. Here we go. Use those big booties. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, thick thighs, save lives. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up, dip those hips, lift them up. This is obliques, glutes, hamstrings, and lats. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Push-ups.
I know.
I know. Oh, you want to go that way? Okay. I'll go this way.
Your show.
All right, so hands, hips forward, 4 slow, and then 4 halfway. So here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, push up. Lead with your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1, push up. Shoulders away from those ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. Was that 3?
It was 4.
No, it wasn't 4, 3, 2, 1. Cheater! All right, 4 halfway down. You guys got it. Here we go. Half and lift, half, lift, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay, back to the first side. We're making great time. Okay, now you are more than welcome to stay at your level 1 side plank, the one we just did.
That's me.
Follow Heather. If you want, you can go to level 2 or level 3. The upper body doesn't change. If you're on your hand, you're on your hand. If you're on your elbow, you're on your elbow. But a level 2 is I'm going to use my top leg as a kickstand. And level 3, I'm going to either stack or just straighten out both legs. So come up to your side plank. Hi, girls. We got kids with us. Okay, hand behind your head. Here we go. Elbow down and lift it up. Elbow down and lift it up. Elbow down and lift it up. Elbow down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Push-ups. Oh my goodness. Hi, Vivian. Hi, okay. All right, so hands underneath those shoulders. 4 slow, 4 halfway. Push those hips forward. You guys got it. Even if you just did one of each, I'd be proud. So lead with your chest. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. I counted too slow.
Yeah, you did.
4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. Halfway down. Here we go. Half. Lift. 2, 3, and 4. Nice work.
Thanks.
Okay, second side. Alrighty, so same setup. Hey, Mama. She's fine. The whole family's here, guys. So same setup. Again, level 1, level 2, or level 3. Unfortunately, whichever level you chose on the first side, you got to do on this side. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Hand behind your head. Let's do this. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. And tap. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Last set of push-ups. I know. I usually only do 3 rounds of things, but that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. She's not happy with me. She will be tomorrow.
You're
All right, set yourself up. Again, even if you just have 1, I will take it. You can do it. The Marines have a saying that when your brain tells you you're done, your body's only 40% there. 40% there. That's a whole other 60% that you can keep going. So, give me at least 2. Here we go. And we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, halfway down. You got it. Here we go. 4. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Oh, we're almost done. Flip it over. Is that a dinosaur?
It's a saber-toothed cat.
Gotcha. Toys. Okay. So, lying on your back. We're not stretching. Just in case you were curious. Feet flat. Hands behind your head. Now, in this position, we're going to do some ab curls. But don't forget about that quote-unquote lower core, right? Your core is all kinds of connected. But for our brains, it's kind of helpful to think of an upper and lower, right? So don't just neglect that lower core and allow it to hyperextend, right? Still kind of activate what I like to call your seatbelt. When you click your seatbelt in, that strap that goes right across your tummy, that's what you're doing. So it's kind of like somebody, Heather, yanks your seatbelt and it pushes on your core. That's the kind of feeling you want.
Good.
I say my sister because we used to do that anytime whoever was in the front, you'd yank on it. Anyway, fun times. So yank on your seatbelt, lower that core. It's kind of like you're pushing your low back into the mat, but you can also keep a little space and still do it. It's perfectly fine. So inhale here, exhale, lift up. Inhale down, exhale, lift. I also like to think that I'm pulling my ribs to my hip bones. And don't be shy with that exhale. I know sometimes in the gym, when other people are around you, sometimes we don't like to make noise, especially women. I feel like that's an us thing. We don't like to make a lot of noise. But A, you are allowed to take up space, no matter who you are. And B, you're not at a gym. You're in your home. So make noise. I can't hear you. No one can. Everyone can only hear my sister and I, so we're going to take on that embarrassment. Yes, just like that. Good job, Heather. You're paid. Yes. And hold this last one up. So just so we know, like, for most core engagement that we're going to do in barre, in Pilates, all of that kind of stuff, you can breathe and engage your core at the same time. People get confused about that a lot, right? The only time that you really can't is if you're like lifting your max weight on a deadlift or a squat and you're bracing your core. That's not what we're doing here. We're just engaging it. You can totally still breathe fully, just so you know. Pulse it up. We go. 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 11, wait, what? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. I think I missed
You went
11, 10, 12 and 11 I missed.
went up and down.
So I did 13, 10, and then I got confused. Anyway, this is why I don't count.
You're pretty.
I know. Lengthen those legs out. Hands behind your head. Same thing. Now, with your legs straight, you might not be able to push your low back all the way down. That's fine. Still tighten that lower seatbelt. Here we go. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. 3 more. 3, and 2, and 1, and then lift and hold. Now straighten out your right arm and lift your left leg off the mat. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. Cross. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. 4 more. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Stretch that left arm out. Lift that right leg up. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, reach. 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 4 more. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, keep that right leg up, both hands behind your head. Curl that leg up, or curl your upper body up, and we switch those legs. Switch. And switch. And switch. You can totally bend the knee. That's totally fine. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. 4 more. We go. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower those feet, lower your head. You feel your abs yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Good, we're not done. We're almost there, guys. We are almost there. So, feet flat on the mat. Now, remember what I said when we were talking about that forward lunge with that opposite reach, right? That was connecting our standing side hamstring to our opposite side core, right? That is the basis of movement. When you walk, hopefully you do that. When you run, you definitely do that. Cross-lateral connection is one of the biggest indicators of healthy movement that I think, in my opinion, you can find, right? If you don't have a good cross-lateral connection, and sometimes we get confused, we're like, wait. But once you find it, if you have a good cross-lateral connection, your movement is probably pretty good, right? Generally speaking. If you don't, or you have a really hard time with that, and you find in other areas of movement also tend to fall apart because that connection. So just reestablishing that connection with an exercise like this one that we're going to do is something that you could do A, every day, and B, it helps so many things. I love bridges. Okay, so feet flat, particularly those heels. We're going to keep those heels down until I say. So, again, get that core connected. So tighten that seatbelt and pull those ribs down. Then push into your heels to lift your hips off the mat. Now we're going to stay here, and we're just going to open up those shoulders just a little bit. So we're going to bring those arms all the way up, tap the floor above your head, and then lower by your hips. Inhale up, and exhale lower. Squeeze those glutes. Keep that pelvis tucked. There's also a little bit of inner thigh or adductor and pelvic floor, right? For any of my ladies that have given birth. Right? This one is important. Even if you've had a C-section, right? This one is still important for those abs to come together, and that pelvic floor is part of it. So raise your arms up to the ceiling. Here we got some fun stuff. So those hips are going to lower to the mat and lift right back up. Lower to the mat and lift right back up. Down and lift. Down and lift. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Lift those heels. Lift and lower. 2 and 3 and 4. 5. We're almost there. 6, 7. Hold up. 8. Open those legs. Abduct. Squeeze those inner thighs. 2, 3, 4. Almost there. 5, 6. Cramp.
Yep.
7 and 8. Lower down. Lower those heels. Wasn't I talking about cramps the other time? Yes. Cramps happen. Was it a hamstring?
Yep.
Yeah, see?
Hurt.
Everybody clap for my sister. She got a cramp in her hamstring.
Oh, that's a good thing. Okay.
That is a good thing. Okay, so left hand down to the mat. Bring those hips up. So your right hand is up in the air. You're going to lift your right knee. You can do it. Come on, Heather. Lift. Yes. That's okay. Lower those hips. Down and lift. You can do 2 legs. Down
I can do this.
and lift. That's perfect. Down and lift. This is another variation, if you can see that. What she has is her ankle crossed over her other leg. And I'm totally fine with this as long as you can keep your hips level. If your one hip is dipping down, then you're not level, and I wouldn't recommend that. And all the way up and lower, and uncross your legs if you were there. Switch your hands. Both feet to start. Lift those hips up. And whether you cross it or just lift it up, bring that left knee up. Here we go. 8 and lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, down. Hug those knees into your chest. You made it.
Yay.
Hug one knee in, stretch the other leg out long. It can either be long or you can also plant it. That's another option. I love options. Oh, we got both of them.
I know.
Della Vivi, you want to tell everybody they did a good job?
You did a good job, guys.
So cute. Cross that ankle over the opposite knee and hug that knee into your chest. A little figure 4 stretch. There you go. Feel that on the outside of your hips? Yeah.
There it is.
And then just catch your breath. Let your legs fall, keep them crossed, and then just let your knees fall over and reach through the opposite way.
Okay.
Give yourself a nice gentle twist. Gently unwind and switch. Hug your other knee into your chest, stretch that other leg out long. Cute. Cross that ankle over your knee. Hug that knee into your chest.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
right. Grandma's.
Yeah, so like I mentioned last time, this is a good kind of segue into this. Cramps aren't always, I'm dehydrated. I get that a lot. Like, oh, I'm cramping in this position. I must be dehydrated. Not usually, right? And I know that with Heather because I watched her drink a bunch of water today. So she's not dehydrated. What's happening is, for whatever reason, some of our muscles, you can or let go of your legs and let them fall. Give yourself that twist. Particularly our hamstrings, right? If you have a sedentary job, this happens quite frequently, right? Our hip flexors become super tight, and our glutes and hamstrings, particularly hamstrings, become underactive, right? So what can happen is they become underactive and they kind of forget their job, right? So in this position in a bridge, especially on that single leg, you can only use your hamstring and your glute, but it's a lot on that hamstring, so it fires. But because it's not used to firing, because it's been underactive, it cramps up. If you can, try to work through that cramp. I know it sucks, And at a certain point, you just have to like, okay, well, I worked through it for like a breath. We're good. But if you can work through it and work through it and work through it, eventually it'll go away. I had the exact same thing. I don't have a sedentary job, but as a dancer, and then I went straight into powerlifting, I overused my quads, and so my hamstrings weren't working. So once I finally targeted my hamstrings, oh my God, they cramped so much. Gently come back and sit up. They cramped so much when I started. It was ridiculous. And now they don't. So, well, usually. So yeah, don't worry about cramps like that, particularly in the hamstrings. If they're in your calves doing those, I would venture to guess that your calves are a little tight and could use some foam rolling before you do bar so that they're not working or doing all of the work for you. But yeah, try to work through the cramps in those hamstrings particularly. Anyway, I hope our bodies feel good. Thank you for my on-screen talent and our cheering squad. And I will see you guys Thursday for Pilates. And then also, like I said, if you're doing the Einstein, whatever event that is, I forget what it's called. If you're doing the Einstein event on Thursday, I will also see you for those standing Pilates and standing bar classes. So should be fun. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for coming. Nice to meet you, Heather and family. Thank you, Kim and Company. I like that. Kim and Company, my company. Thank you guys so much for coming, and we will see you Thursday. Bye, guys. Bye. Is that like a video? Let's do it.